Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. It's game day. Game day for the Cowboys. Monday Night Football. We got some things to handle on this video today. Namely, it looks that Leighton Vander Esch did just get activated for the game tonight. He will be seeing his first action since week 1, where he broke his collarbone. I'm not sure how he can quickly recover from a collarbone breakage like that, but I'm not the doctor, so excuse me. If he wants to come back and play so soon, that's on him. The man just wants to play, and the Cowboys are willing to let him. Hopefully, he's going to be on a pitch count, so he's not going to be out there in the base defenses. He's going to probably come in on a, guaranteed throwing situations, third downs mainly, stuff like that. And hopefully, he's going to make it out of this game okay without any kind of setbacks, any kind of problems. Kids riding their bikes and skateboards in the middle of the street like idiots. Next up, Cowboys also activated Justin Hamilton, defensive tackle. He's going to be taking over the spot left open by Tristan Hill. I'm not sure how much he's going to change anything. He's from Kansas City, but they let him go the season before their Super Bowl run. And since then, he's pretty much been on our practice squad. He was activated last season, but we got Bennett, Michael Bennett last year, so we cut him and then re-signed him to the practice squad and put a futures contract out on him at the end of last season. So he's been around for a little while, but he's used to the Marinelli coaching scheme. So hopefully, while he's been on the practice squad this long, he's learned the new scheme, or I don't even know if they have a scheme right now, to be honest. But hopefully something can change with those defensive tackles, because let's face it, other than Tristan Hill, you didn't really see anything out of the defensive tackles, especially Dante Poe. Let's see. Other news over the weekend. Apparently, the Cowboys actually tried to poach a quarterback from the Lions practice squad, David Blau. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Not sure what they saw in him. I don't really know anything about him. But apparently, somebody in the scouting department thought highly enough of him to try and go at him. So the Detroit Lions decided to put him on their active roster to get him away from us poaching him off the practice squad. We'll see how that works out, because, you can activate a guy, but you could also deactivate him, the next week, and they'll be right back to the practice squad this season. So if they saw something in him, there's nothing to say that we can't go after him later if he was really all that important. But in the meanwhile, they picked up Garrett Gilbert to take the spot for a third quarterback in the room. So, not sure if those two are comparable to each other, or maybe they just saw something in these guys and those were their targets on the short list of, replacement quarterbacks if they had to get a free agent. Also, Dak has been in the building. He is still going through COVID testing and everything, so he can be around the team and in the star. His teammates love him for that. The man can be hurt, but he still wants to be around his teammates and give them his support. And that's great. You don't get that from players like that, especially with everything going on. If they're injured, they're not in the building. They're not coming back. But Dak wants to be there for his team, and he wants to make sure everybody's all right. So he's going through the COVID protocols and everything like he's a regular activated player. There was no complications from his surgery, so that's good. As we know, Alex Smith had those infections that caught on. That's why he had to have so many surgeries after his leg was broken. There are no such complications from Dak's ankle surgery, so that's good news. And also, speaking of Dak, it looks that the Cowboys already have in mind that they'll probably tag him again just to make sure that he's coming back and he's ready to go after the injury. Mark Holmes said it on his channel that the best way that this could work out is because they don't know what they'll have in him after this. If he's not going to be back pretty much 100%, they're not going to take the risk of putting him on a long-term deal. They'll just have to move on. So it looks like they can franchise tag him now, well, next season. And if he doesn't look like he's come back to where he can help them, they're just going to cut him. If he does look like he's returned and everything's great, we're looking at a payday in 2022. And even then, he may say, the deal that we had in place in 2019 and 2020, now everything's pretty much thrown out the window because, Lamar and everybody's going to get their money. So a lot's going to change in between now and the time that gets back as far as money goes. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. But that's all I got for y'all right now. I don't need keys to victory because they've always been the same. Feed Zeke. Make sure you have no turnovers. Turn the ball over on them. Defense step up and have no special team gaffes, no crazy mistakes to give them better field position. And we should come out of this relatively, I wouldn't say easy win, but I'd say we can win this. But I say we can win most of these first couple games if it wasn't for one or two plays going the other way. Think about that. I mean, we really could be looking at something special this year if 1, 2, or 3 plays worked in our favor and not against us. But that's the NFL. That's how the ball bounces. It'll be the late game tonight. It's a Monday doubleheader because the schedule's moving around a bunch of games. And in other news around the league, especially with the NFC East, the Giants picked up their first win over the Washington football team. It was a very close game all the way up to the end. Washington football team was making a comeback, and the Giants just put up a 2-point conversion stand and stopped them from taking the lead and winning. The Eagles, they had a comeback of proportions against the Baltimore Ravens, who jumped out to a quick lead and kind of sat around and let the Eagles get back in it. And they almost pulled it off. They had the chance to go down there and make a play, but when they were trying to get their 2-point conversion, they also got stuffed out. They had looked like a RPO play, and Carson Wentz looked like he knew the running back wasn't going to make it, so he was trying to tuck the ball back to himself. And by then, the play was blown up, and Jadone of the Ravens was in there in the backfield to blow up whoever had the ball, and that's the way that game ended. They almost made the comeback. In that loss, the Eagles have lost Miles Sanders for a week or two. He will not play Thursday night. They already told everybody that he's out of that game. And they lost Zach Ertz. The reports are that it could be up to a month with an ankle injury. That's bad news for the Eagles because they're slowly losing players more and more often. They'll get Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson back, but if they don't have that chemistry with Carson, I'm not sure how much they're going to help if you can't get the ball to them with the offensive line being as bad as they are. But that's the news. I hope you guys enjoy your Monday. I know I will if we can win tonight. We'll just have to see how the game goes and get back to you either after the game or tomorrow. Y'all take care. Have a great time watching the game. Talk to y'all later. Be a Dallas Cowboy fan.